Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joanne, and this channel is about living my best life after 50. You know what? I just realized I keep doing that. I need to stop. Anyway, I wanted to share our experience with us getting our first rental arbitrage. We got it back in the summer 2021. It is now January 2022. And I wanted to share with you guys how we got started and what we did to get our first place. Now, I have a little note, so if you see me looking down, forgive me, I'm just reading my notes. So, what we did was I was watching tons of videos, came across Noelle Randall. So, I purchased her course, and it was like $500, I think. And she talks about setting up your business right. So, I already had an LLC in another state, and I registered it in California. So, I did that. I had an EIN, and really wasn't doing anything with it. But then we opened up our business checking account, got that established. So, after watching all the different podcasts and everything, they talk about how important business credit is. So I was like, okay, let's start working on that. So while we were doing that, we start going through the course. And I say we is my daughter. She's my business partner with this whole adventure and trying to create some generational wealth. You know what I mean? Just saying. So anyway, so we start going through the course and she starts giving you advice about how to get your first property. So she talks about Zillow and Craigslist and what's the other site? I think it was Hot Pads. I think it was Hot Pads. So we start checking those out, sending inquiries, doing things like that. And we also went and took a look at a couple places, and like we went to, I'm in California, so we took a look at some places in Palm Springs and what's the other one? Palm Springs and Hot Desert Springs. And we even submitted applications, but because our business was so new, it was denied because we really didn't have business credit. Now, I did have an account with, let me see, I opened an account with Uline and what's the other one? Got a gas card that I had to do, I think a PG personal guarantee on that. And I had another account, I think it was Granger and Quill. I had accounts there, but we were denied for that first apartment that we looked at. And we inquired about some houses, but then we realized that it was a scam on Craigslist. And so I was like, hey, we're both licensed realtors, my daughter and I. So we decided to look into the MLS. And so we started looking at properties, looking at places that we thought would be good to get as a short-term rental. And I think that was the best route for us because we're real estate agents. I think people were more open to the idea of us doing rental arbitrage with their property. And I just kept it real with people. I'm like, this is our new business. What we do is that we want to house business professionals. And because we're in California, a lot of places forbid Airbnb. You have to do it for more than 30 days. So we start looking into business professionals such as nurses, because I know a lot of travel nurses need places to stay for about 13 weeks or more. So we secured our first place and it was great. And because it was new, I had to do, again, our business was new. I had to do a personal guarantee for the lease, and we did it for 6 months. So I was like, okay, 6 months to let us know if this works for us. We can get a feel. And the owner of the condo, she felt comfortable with that. So that's what we did. And we went to work. We hurried up because of Noelle Randall's course. She gives you a checklist of things that you would need in a place. Um, I got lucky with a friend moving, and her furniture was really nice, and actually it's like almost brand new. So I bought her sofa from her. I bought her bed from her. What else I get? Some coffee, not coffee tables. I think a stand for the living room. What else? What else? It might have been a few other things that I got from her. Really nice. So I got that. So we scored there. And we got the plates, we got the dishes, vacuum, brooms, mops, um, the dining room table. We were really lucky. The place that we leased, the tenant left the dining room table, which was perfect. had already had appliances there, stainless steel. We just scored. We really scored with this place. So it took us about a good week, maybe 2 weeks, to get it together because we kept remembering things that we had to do. But I got the lease in my business name, again, with the personal guarantee though, and had to get the utilities, got the utilities in my business name. And we were like, okay, what's the plan? If we don't get it rented out quickly, what is going to be the plan? And the plan was, hey, if it didn't work, my daughter, son could possibly stay there until we get it rented. Okay. So we posted it on Airbnb first. And we also posted it on Furnish Finders, with a lot of business professional and nurses go to that site. And within a matter of less than a week, we had it already booked for 33 days or nights with someone that booked it on Airbnb. He was a business professional. Him and his fiance was traveling California, needed a place to stay. And it worked out great. I mean, it was great. So they were a perfect guest. And we offered to have the place clean once a month and that's the way that we can go in and check it out, make sure they're not tearing up the place. But they declined, and this was our first guest, so we really didn't know if we wanted to enforce that rule, what we needed to do. We were just filling it out. So they declined, but hey, they left the place great. And literally and again, that was like 33 days. And they left, and our next guest, she checked in. She was a travel nurse, and I do believe she checked in about 2 days after they left, 3 days after they left. So again, we didn't have to worry about it. That was towards the end of October that she got there. And here it is, January 15th, 2022. And she's still there. She was supposed to leave at the end of this month, but she asked if she could go on a month to month after her lease is up, because with Furnish Finders, you have an option to check out your guests by using KeyCheck, where they can do like a check on the tenant and everything. And then it's up to you. Get the report, and I guess the checks to credit and see if they've been evicted or whatever. Then it's up to you if you want to accept that person as your tenant. So we use that. That worked out great. We had her on, I think she was supposed to be initially there for like 13 weeks. It's going to be up at the end of January, but hey, she just asked if she could stay because she put in for another contract and she's waiting for it to be approved. So we know that she's going to be there at least until the end of February. And we already had people asking if it was going to be available starting February 1st, because we had our calendar set to where it was going to be available February 1st. So far, you guys, we've been lucky. We've been blessed that it's been going great. And we've been making money. And with her, we have someone come in and clean it. We have a house manager because we live a little distance from our rental. So we have a house manager that lives closer, which is family. My other daughter, she takes care of things for us, so if we can't get there and if the tenant needs something, my daughter that lives closer to the place, she goes and checks it out. She cleans and let us know, hey, the property's still looking good. Look like you're not taking care of it. But so far, we've been blessed. They've been taking care of the place. And we haven't had that to worry about. And we really want to get into getting more. And I want to go out of state to maybe we can do short-term rental. And because you can make more money that way. But right now, hey, we're making some money. And another way to build that little pot, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just wanted to tell you about our little brief story on how we got our first place. And I'll keep you posted if we get more. We will get more, not if, when we get more, and how we go about doing that. And if you want more detail about what we made, or want me to go in more detail about what we furnished it with, or about the course we took, just leave a comment. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want me to go into if you want more detail. And please press the little bell like button. Give me a thumbs up, like it, share it, and I'll keep you posted on what we're doing, where we're moving forward, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.